Hello everyone, welcome back to Rathbone Manor. As a lot of you will know by now, I'm a big fan of tools, both new and old, vintage tools, new tools, gadgets, flashlights, all sorts of interesting stuff. So whenever I find like a vintage tool or a new tool that I like to buy it. And today's video subject is this little fellow right here. So let's get down and have a look at it, shall we? Over the last month I have purchased two interesting little tools or gadgets from Banggood. I've been purchasing from Banggood for about 5 years now, and I came across this little fellow right here. This is quite an interesting little ratchet wrench. This little thing is only about 4¼ inches long, or around about 110 millimeters long. So as you can see, it's quite a tiny little double-ended ratchet wrench. At this end we have a reversible little switch there to reverse it, as you can see. 1/4 inch square drive socket ratchet here. And at the other end, again, it's reversible. But this one is for screwdriver bits. As you can hear, the ratchets are relatively fine. They're not coarse at all. I haven't counted them yet, but they're fairly fine. As I say, we've got switches on both ends to reverse it with. The finish on this is very nice indeed. There's only one place, just there, I think it's just there, and you can't see it. I can't see it anyway, but there's a little rough bit just there, and that's the only fault I can find with this little fellow. Fit and finish is very good. The chromium is nice. We have, I believe we've got a magnet down here, and the little magnet's held in with a little clip in there, little C-clip in there. Hopefully you can see that. If not, I'll put a picture up. The sockets are held in place with a little ball detent that you have to release by pushing the little button on the back end of things just here, like so, and it releases the socket. So it's held on there fairly securely. There's no maker's name on this at all. I can't remember how much it cost me, but I will put up just here a little picture of how much it costs right now as of today. I'll put you some links down below in the descriptive text down below, so you can go along and check out price and availability where you live. And that will be an affiliate link, by the way, guys. It won't cost you any more, but it supports my channel. Thank you. Okay, so I've got a 10mm socket here. As you can see, it won't go on by itself. You've got to actually push the little button in, and it holds it in place there. I don't think this is quite the right socket for being held, because sometimes these sockets have little indentations inside the back here, which these ball bearings will fit into, but all the same, it is a fairly secure fit. As I say, you can hear the ratchet is quite nice. I think what we'll do is we'll give this a go. We'll give this socket and wrench a go. Okay, so I've got this nut and bolt set up in the vise here. As you can see, it's nice and loose there. Let's bring the ratchet wrench and the 10mm socket over here. Have we got the right way around? No, we haven't, so we just have to move the switch over there like so, and we can tighten it up. Now, I don't believe in tightening things up too much with a ratchet wrench, because you can damage the teeth quite easily if you put too much pressure on them. But there we go, it's definitely done it up, guys. Like so, you can see it's nice and tight now. Switch over, and we're back loose again. I have here a good example of someone who's used this old screwdriver on the ratchet to tighten screws up. Funnily enough, my late father had one of these too. But I picked this up from the flea market. As you can see, it's set on the tightening right-handed setting, and it just, for the most part, just rotates around. You can hold the shafts still. If we move it across to the left-hand drive side of things, you can see it has no such problem at all. You can see the shaft rotating around there, hopefully. Now, what the previous owner should have done is set it to the 0 here, which is non-ratcheting. I mean, it's still there. There you go. Sometimes it'll catch, sometimes it won't, even on this centre setting. So this has been well and truly ruined. So that's why I don't like putting a lot of a torque on a ratchet, because it will sometimes ruin your like so. Just ruins it for you. So don't do it, guys. Use a proper spanner for tightening the final tightening. So you can use your ratchet to take it down to almost tight, finger tight, and then we can use a proper spanner to torque it up with afterwards, and that way you're not going to damage your little ratchet. We've got quite a bit of torque going on there, guys, as well. Okay, so what's it like putting screws in? Well, we'll find out in a moment, but I think, yeah, so there we go. It's held in by a magnet. Not a very strong magnet, but it's held in by a magnet anyway, so it's not going to come out in normal use, I wouldn't have thought. So I've got a small little screw here, so we'll give it a go. I think there's a little bit of a hole there already. That's handy. We'll use that hole there then. Okay, that's got it more or less started. Let's get the little ratchet in. Have I got it going the right way for a start there? Yes. Look at that. Look how easy that is, guys. Oops. Yep, big hands, but it's starting to tighten up now. As I, I wouldn't give it too much torque, being a ratchet, but as you can see, it's certainly driving the screw in very nicely indeed. Look at that. Nice one. That was easy, and it's quite comfortable to use as well. Well, it did a very good job of putting that screw in, didn't it, guys? So, apart from the fact that the little wrench fell out of my big fat hands a few times, but yeah, as I say, there's a little bit of a magnet holding it in. You can just about see the magnet sucking it in there. So what a nice little wrench. The other interesting little tool I bought from Banggood at the same time is this interesting little carabiner here. We've got some little spanners or sockets going on just here, from about 5mm up to 12mm. We have a flat bladed screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver at the other end of it. So look out for a review on that, guys, because I'll be doing a review on this fairly shortly. I think this little ratchet wrench would make a very good EDC tool. It's very small, very light, very easy to carry about. You could very easily carry a set of sockets and screwdriver bits around with you. So yes, I think it'd make a very nice little EDC tool. Yes, I'm quite impressed with this little thing actually, guys. It's nicely finished. It's good workmanship for what you're paying for the thing. I don't know how much it is at the moment. I'll put you up. Yeah, this is how much it is as I'm recording this anyway. But yeah, it's just nicely finished. It's well worth the money, I think. I think if you used to purchase this in this country, they'd probably be looking at £10 a piece for it, I reckon. If you can get it here. But yeah, it's an interesting little tool, and I like it. As I say, whenever I on any website or out and about and I see an interesting tool, I'll try to purchase it. Mrs. Rathbone tries to put me off, but as you know, I do like my tools, both vintage and contemporary ones as well. So yeah. So let me know if you have a favourite EDC tool that you carry on a regular basis, or your favourite tools. If you've got a favourite tools of any description, pliers, sockets, spanners, whatever, screwdrivers, please let me know in the comments down below. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little review of this very nice little double-ended ratchet wrench that I purchased myself, by the way, guys. This wasn't sent to me, I purchased it myself, because I love this sort of stuff, as you know. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the review. Hope you'll pop over to Rathbone Manor in the very near future. As I say, I will be reviewing this little fellow here. I've also got my brand new little Olight i3E EOS flashlight just here as well, and I've recently cleaned this little fella up, so I'm thinking about reviewing that too, because that's a nice little Gordon Tools water pump pliers. Look at it, it's very nice. Alright then guys, thanks for popping over, thanks for taking a look at the little double-ended wrench with me. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hope you'll pop by again in the very near future then. So catch you later then, guys.